Alright. What I ask is breathe in, hold it, breathe out. We're gonna sit for about 30 seconds in silence. Alright. You're more you're more powerful than what you think you are. And more intelligent than what you think you are. And more ready than what you think you are. You play in this field where you see where your limit are, but you never try to at least push a little bit further more that limit to see if it pierces through, which is nothing wrong with that. It's just pierce through to see what's in it. There's something that you are afraid to admit to yourself. It could be, no, it is the fact that everything you're saying about yourself is actually true. And there's more involved with that and coming with that. You may feel like you are not prepared for that or not ready. That's part of the unknown, you know. I know that you're more than ready because you wouldn't be coming to this unknown. An example I can give you is at one point in your life, you didn't know how to do a job. And every job that you experience until you experience that job. So if you was a cashier, you didn't know how to be a cashier if you never experienced being a cashier the first time. And after that, you try the cashier, you already know the experience. But when you got on the line to make food, you didn't know how to do that, right? That was unknown. When you got out there to do housekeeping, you didn't know how to do that. And you learned and was ready without even knowing. You put a circuit breaker together and you didn't know how to do that before, and now you do. You know certain pressure points in the body, but you didn't know it before. So the example of what I am saying right now is everything you have experienced and everything you pierce through. So right now, you're trying to pierce this position that you find so intimidating because everyone else is doing it, right? And because you, as just you, always want to be a trailblazer and different. That is still possible. And doing the same, well, it's never going to be the same, but similar work, and while giving a message out or being used as a vessel to channel. It still something, it doesn't make it less because you're doing it. It doesn't make it a competition because you're doing it. It doesn't make it, it doesn't mean that you're not going to make it. Because if you're doing it because you're really passionate about it and something actually calls you from doing it, then do it. And it's easy said than done, right? This is the pavement that we've been pushing through. But know that it's all gonna take you back to this, to what you feel comfortable and feel passionate and what lights you up. See, outside of me, I admire content creators because I am that around the right people, right? And as soon as I put a camera on me, I just like, my nervous system kind of freezes up in some type of way, or it glitches. I like to say it glitches, but it'll act funny. And the reason why it hasn't been like that is because I have been doing videos consistently to kind of like break the ice from the beginning, and then feeling better at expressing myself wholeheartedly. And whenever divine decides they want to come through, or my angels want to come through and say something, they do. Most of the time I'm not even, it just comes through and I'm not even paying attention. And sometimes it comes like in riddles, and it'll rhyme a lot. That's how I know that I'm reaching a message that's being channeled, because I love music in general, but for me to like, okay, because I can flow on music, like a beat, but for me to like flow with nothing, like a cappella, and there's a beat inside of me, that's definitely a channel message. I don't I don't do that normally. And I really feel like my guides and my ancestors and my angels love to talk to me and what I love to do. So they come up with a song, and I come up with a song. But yeah, it's, I got a lot of times that I've hold back on because it's just like a popular thing now, and like I didn't really know how to go about it per se. One of those things that's exactly what I'm doing now. Expressing myself. I honestly wanted to start it off with like, because I haven't been physically journaling. I wanted to start it off as that, like it being my journal. Except, you know, things that needs to be personal, right? But like a social journal, right? And I can still do that, but there's like a lot of things going on, and there's a lot of things I know that I have experienced, and I would love to tell other individuals, like, you know, that there's hope at the end of every turmoil. There really is. There's light at every dark tunnel. And it's not only it's not temporary. It really isn't. And once you tell your mind that it's not temporary, and the light I'm talking about, once you pass the precipice of darkness, and you see the type of light, and then you notice the light within yourself, there's a different type of walk in the dark, right? And different type of like things that come at you as well. But know that every step you take, it's being taken care of, and you're already taking it, and you're capable of taking it. And it's not, how do you say it? When you choose you, every step forward is not going to hurt you. It's not there to conspire against you. It is always conspiring in your favor. And in keeping that in mind, I've experienced my life like completely do a drastic change on everything, like how everything literally works out for me. Literally, like when I think it's kind of like about to have a tower moment, it does, but like it's like I see why it needed for that tower moment to happen. And you would ask, what is a tower moment? When everything's going, when divine orchestrates all things that don't belong to just fall. And it could be your identity, it could be your narrative, it could be your whole freaking life in general. It could be like that just don't work at that moment for you, because you don't, for the next step in your life, it doesn't involve that person anymore. It doesn't involve that life, it doesn't involve that narrative, it doesn't involve that identity anymore. It only is using, it will use that identity as a tool for whichever time needs to be implemented. But at the moment, it's meant to be released and let go if it's tired. And what doesn't end up being let go will gradually be let go, regardless of what. And you'll notice what is exactly needs to be let go, because it usually what you really don't want to let go, and you don't want to admit that you don't want to let it go, is literally what you need to let go, right? It's just literally for your better. But then again, like, you can't force let go. Keep in mind, you can't force let go. You can just gradually let go. Force let go, and I mean force let go, it's just like because you're forcing it. You're forcing things that are forcing it don't work out. You know what I mean? You force it to come together, it don't work out. Oh, yeah. Leaving you with that.